This is a HeadGum podcast.
Is this Roland? Roland Emmerich?
Kelly Rowling?
Henry Rolling? Henry Rollings?
The Rollins Stones? Switched up.
Guys, welcome to Dynamic Banter. I'm a little under the weather, so forgive my rasp. Or whatever you want to call
God's
it.
rasp.
Forgive God for the love of God's
The
rasp.
grapes of rasp. Chelsea's here.
Chelsea Dunaway is here. Even
Thank you for
louder
being
than
here.
she was last time.
Chelsea, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. It's been a joy.
We have you here to talk about Cloverfield. What do you know about the second film?
Tell us what you worked on when you worked on it. Give us all your secrets. NDA, NDA, NDA. Just kidding. Guys, Chelsea Dunaway is, if you don't know, a very good friend of mine and also of Mike's.
Yes.
Chelsea and I know each other from way back in my Sony Pictures days when we worked together and we were bad employees.
Well,
Coming this fall.
yeah.
Chelsea is one of my funniest friends, one of my sweetest friends, one of my dearest friends. And glad to have you in the studio for the first time. Just kidding. You were in the studio once before. That's a little joke I like to tell. For people that have been in the studio before.
Can I say something about Chelsea?
Yes, please.
So everyone listening can get the right internal feelings about her.
Uh-oh.
Chelsea is one of 3 people who text me and I look at the name that pops up and I don't go like this.
yeah.
You don't read the text, but you
No.
don't. Yeah.
You can use me as an example for a candy addiction.
Good. And that was the sponsor this week.
Thank you so much to Candy Addiction.
The new mobile game.
Are your kids addicted to candy? Well, then get the Candy Addiction candy. What it does is it increases their candy addiction.
It's going to go ahead and help out your kid's addiction.
It's going to go ahead and give your kids a deeper addiction to candy.
Yeah.
And what that does is they burn out on it by the time they're like 15 or something.
Yeah.
And that's great. Action. Guys, welcome to the show. Love having Chelsea here. I think it's a wonderful treat, and I'm very excited to have you here.
Nope.
Can't do anything on this goddamn show. Just let me be an artist for once.
The no horn is
No.
happening.
No. This thing, your memory card holder, looks like you're going to make a tiny deal with someone.
Aw.
Right?
Thank you, sir.
Hold that up to one or more of the cameras so somebody gets the joke. Tiny deal? Just leave that in a parking lot somewhere?
A tiny parking lot.
I have your $12 in cash. It's under the street light. It's under your favorite street light.
Guys, welcome to the show. Mike, can we talk about one of the 7,000 Fire Festival documentaries that came out
Why are
last
there
weekend?
so many different? I only saw the one. I only saw one.
Because I think
I saw the one they used the drone for.
there's just 2. But I think what happened is Netflix was making one, and then Hulu was making one, and I think one of them found out the other was doing it, and then came out before the other one did, which is the Hulu one.
Oh,
And
no
the-
one's going to watch the Hulu one.
The
man.
Hulu one has the guy, like the actual guy that started Fire
This guy?
Festival. Yeah, that guy. Dude, I haven't seen the Netflix one, but I watched the Hulu one, and it's pretty great, man.
Maybe we'll switch because I really like the Netflix.
I'm sure. I mean, I honestly, when people talk about which one they should watch,
yeah.
everyone's response is like, make time for both of them. Like, and usually people are like, don't bother with this one. Like, seriously, people are like, this one.
Usually
wasn't so
when 2 documentaries come out about the
same
exact same thing.
Well, when someone says, hey, I'm holding Bug's Life and Ants, which one
Same.
should I watch?
Same.
Make time for both of them.
You could start one at the end of another one and not notice.
You would never know the
Yeah.
difference.
Ooh, new plot.
You can
New plot, same movie.
Finding Nemo and what's the one with Will Smith?
A
Shark
Fish's Life.
Tank.
Hitchcock.
Shark's Tale. Remember that movie, Shark's Tale? Do you remember? Really?
Shark bite.
It's so bad. It's like Will Smith is a fish, and it's like I think Jada's in it too.
You're thinking of Shrek.
Maybe the name change. I remember there was a
Chelsea.
name change like halfway through when they were making the movie.
They were going to call it A Shark's Life 2, but then they realized that one hadn't come out yet.
I don't need to be yelled at right now. I'm sick and I'm not feeling good.
Your glasses remind me of peach rings.
Thank you, man.
Aw.
Don't take a bite out of them because that's what I used to see. Okay, so let me look here. Shark Tale. Yeah, Shark Tale.
Shark's Tale, parentheses, ooh.
With William Smith, Robert De Niro, Renee Zellweger's.
What happened to her, man? Is she still
she
around?
squinted out of reality.
Out of existence.
No, remember she had a moment where she
woke up
and then she again.
and then she she went. She
a
just like
flash in the
squinted so
pan.
hard she went.
Just for 1 second.
Jack Black is also in it, as well as Angeline.
I heard Marie Zellweger could look right at an eclipse.
It's okay.
And everything's fine.
Did you know that Ziggy Marley and Dougie Doug are also voices in this film, as well as Peter Falk?
Dude,
Who-
Dougie Doug was in House Party movies, wasn't he?
Yeah. I
The
think
dude,
so.
Popsicle? Isn't that
Yeah.
Dougie Doug?
I think, dude, House Party.
They call me Popsicle because I'm smooth, but I'm sloppy.
When was the last time you saw House Party?
Oh,
What's
I
that
watched that
movie?
1,000 times.
Really?
Have you seen that?
No.
Really?
With
We watched it in the 90s?
what's the name of the
House
two
Party
guys?
2 is actually better than House
What
Party
is the
1.
name? Of
Kid
the-
and Play.
Kid and Play. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Do you remember Kid and Play? Kid was the one with the big eraser hair, right?
If I had a
Correct.
cat,
Big
I'd name it Kitten.
You
Play.
remember Kid and Play. Let's listen to the Shark Tale
And
trailer.
that's why
really
Chelsea's
quick
here.
together. Let's listen to this trailer. And let's see if this refreshes your memory.
As long as anyone could remember,
The guy.
Lenny was a different kind of shark.
I don't know how else to say this to you, Lenny. You see something, you
Ooh,
eat.
you open with De Niro. De Niro's the first
Well,
voice.
you
you
got
hear.
it. He's
You know
got
what's
top
funny?
billing.
Will Smith has top billing.
Well,
You're here for Will Smith. You don't care. The kids don't care about De Niro.
come for Smith.
Not
Stay
until they're
for
older. Then they care about De Niro.
Period. That's what sharks do. You gotta understand, when you look weak, it makes me look weak.
I know.
Right here in front of me now, eat this.
By the way, all these sharks are underwater,
Thank you.
and it doesn't sound like they are.
Oh, geez, Hop. Here's the thing.
I'm a vegetarian.
Does your voice sound like that when you talk underwater?
I was going to say it's so much funnier to think about this as a podcast and not as an animated movie.
Let's listen.
You're a good person.
Oh, no. As long as anyone could remember, Oscar was always in trouble.
It's a sure thing.
He trips underwater. Who trips underwater? And by the way, on what? That's it. All right.
I want you to find the deepest, darkest hole in the ocean and put him in it!
Oh, no.
Then,
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Could
and
you
be
stop
done
it
with
for a second?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm just done.
If you put somebody in a hole in the ocean and it's a shark, out of the hole,
Yeah. Bye bye. You just swim around.
oh, you put me in this hole? What am I supposed to do now? You stay here.
Well, they did also establish that somebody tripped underwater.
Sure.
And,
You can't. It's
and
impossible.
it's impossible to trip underwater.
Unless you're tripping balls.
But can you also trip? Like, don't trip. Like, come on, bro, don't trip.
yeah.
You can trip underwater.
Yeah. But what are you tripping on underwater?
I mean, there's a lot of things you can trip on.
Sure.
Shark Tale, DreamWorks Animation.
Hello, I'm Weird Al Yankovic, and I'd like to.
I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about
Dynamic
mesothelioma. Yeah. Dude, how much would it cost to get really famous people from the 80s and 90s to talk about our podcast?
Not
Isn't there
much.
an app?
You think
There's an
so?
app that does it. There's an app where you can pay
Oh,
people
Cameo.
to Cameo. Yeah. Cameo. Did you know about this, Chelsea?
No.
There's an app where you can pay people. In fact, we can look it up right now.
I'm on Cameo.
Really?
Yeah, you could pay me to talk about the podcast.
Like I paid you $5 to talk about.
What can you pay people to do?
It's like if people want like a birthday shout out, you send videos to somebody else.
Yeah, but you
So-
can. But it's like
Do people like
it's
it?
like one of the Wayans you've never heard of.
Yeah.
And like, Craig Baldwin.
That's one.
Are you talking about people on the thing?
Yeah.
No, you're misinformed.
And it's like
There's a lot of funny comedians. in
Is there
town.
really?
Yeah, man. Have you ever been on, or are you just going to talk matter-of-factly without ever opening up?
What do you think?
I'm just going by the amount of endless emails I get to join it, and I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, that sucks that you would have made so much money.
I'm sure
I
someone
hate-
wants to pay me $5 to say happy birthday to their friend.
Oh, no, Steve. Oh, no, Steve.
Isn't that what it is?
No, it's whatever you make it, man. Think about being on a podcast. Who the fuck wants to pay any money for a t-shirt for two assholes to talk to
That's
each
true.
other?
That's true.
Don't be so sick Steve is negative and I don't like it.
I just think the Valley folk, we've all talked about it, and everyone has like kind of like a jokey opinion on Cameo.
It's cool, man. The Valley folks always talking about having too much money. So
How
nice.
much? What's the price range for this situation?
I think it depends. Like
You get to pick your price.
Well, tell me what I could get for $100.
About 1,000 shout outs from Riff Raff.
Yeah. What if that's
Tommy Chong, you can book Tommy Chong and the Fat Jewish.
Who else?
Chris Harrison from The Bachelor.
Chris Harrison from How to Catch a Predator.
How to Catch a Bachelor. Here we go. Browse our talent. Here
Debbie
we go.
Gibson.
Andy Dick
Deborah.
Deborah Gibson, excuse me.
for $100.
Marla Maple, she used to fuck Donald Trump.
You can get
Oh,
Andy
no.
Dick to say anything you want for $100.
Any word. Any word I want him to say.
Lance Bass. See?
Here we go.
And these are just the featured ones.
Andy Dick will typically respond within 6 hours, is what it says here.
He's busy.
He has 257 reactions, and people say, that was fucking perfect. Awesome video, my friend. Will love. Andy went above and beyond.
Andy Dick, $100. $100 for Andy Dick.
Why does it have an address, a Woodland Hills address here?
You can go to his house for $100.
It really does have an address. They've got Chum Lee from Pawn Stars.
Chum Lee from Street
From
Fighter.
Street Fighter. Gilbert Godfrey. For $125, you can get Gilbert Godfrey to say something for you.
That's not the one I want. Bless you.
Bless you. How about Simon Rex?
Which one's that?
What about Theodore Rex?
How about Teddy Rexman?
Sean Astin.
How much is Riff Raff? $50.
How much for Sean Astin?
Sean Astin is $150.
That's great.
You could get Brett the Hitman Hart to
What?
call your loved one.
Really?
Yeah, for $175.
Is there a wrestling section?
I'm
Ooh,
just-
almost everyone on The Office.
I'm looking at
Really?
The,
Almost.
Who's missing?
you can get
There's-
Hal
much
Sparks.
The main characters.
You can get famous comedian Hal Sparks to.
Hal Sparks used to host every show on the E! Network.
I used to confuse Hal Sparks and that other guy that's in trouble right now.
Todd Henson. Jim Henson.
Oh, remember John Henson?
John Henson and Hal Sparks were the same person
Dude,
in my head for a long
I
time.
loved John Henson. Did you like John Henson?
The original Talk Soup was
Yeah.
the shit. That's why Elliot has a career.
The original Talk Soup was so good.
Isn't that Elliot's guy? No,
Yeah,
no.
the
He
guy.
likes-
You're talking about the guy from Community.
Yeah, Joel McHale.
Joel McHale.
Never mind. I thought it was John Henson.
I gotta say though, Joe McHale, when he came to the Soup, it was funny, but I miss John Henson's The Soup.
John Henson and his stupid gray patch were very funny.
Didn't Aisha Taylor do The Soup also?
I don't know.
Anyway, Ruth Buzzy. You can have Ruth Buzzy talk to you for
I am not
I
Ruth
didn't-
Buzzy standing here.
Harley from Epic Mealtime is in here. Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee?
Yeah.
Rachel Evans.
Of Motley Crue.
How much for Rachel Evans? $10?
$10. Get Emmanuel Cheaty.
What if I paid Rachel Evans to do?
Yeah, Leslie David Baker from The Office.
Which one's
Here are all the Office people.
The one who's funny. The one that made you laugh. Brittany Furlan. All right, we can stop talking.
Yeah,
Bag.
yeah, yeah.
Bag is in here. You guys remember Bag?
No.
Brian Austin Green from Beverly
Oh.
Hills. 90210.
Oh, yeah, Daniel Silver.
Yeah, baby girl. You got
He's
it.
got a good dance moves.
Good old Bag. Andy Milanakis.
You upset yourself by saying Shangela
is in here.
Is that Dry Queen?
Grippy. Famous rap star Grippy.
You're just making up puppets.
No, Ginal Frigil.
What
Ginal
else?
Fringe.
From Friends.
Post Malone will do it for $2,000. He'll say hi to
Is
your
it
friend.
$2,000?
No, he's not in there. Haley Joel Osment will say hi to you.
Dude, like people ask advice and stuff like that.
That's nice. I like that.
Oh
Isn't
wait,
that
you can
worth
do
it?
that?
You
I
can
like
do
that.
any.
You literally, it's anything. But people have the funny thing to do is say, like, there's this guy on Twitter that is paying, like, he paid like Dog the Bounty Hunter to just be like, hey, follow this guy on Twitter, and he just like posts these tweets from like people like that, say, like advertising his Twitter. But yeah, you can do anything. You
I
can
would just ask
you can-
advice and take
Yeah.
every person's advice.
Yeah,
That's my
you
gonna
can
be my
seriously
ear.
pay them and be like, can I just talk to you for a sec? And probably
No, you don't talk to him.
Oh, you can't talk to them.
You can't
Oh, I
talk.
didn't
You
know
just
that.
listen.
Is being
fuck, I didn't
is
know
the
that.
app being explained by someone who only hates the app and has never been on it?
I mean, I don't hate it. I just find it strange.
That's because you don't know about it. It sounds like.
Yeah, that's anything you don't know.
I think
about.
you need to read a little bit.
I mean, I just think.
What if you went on this app and you made $500?
All right, Mike, tell
in a
us
day?
what you can do on Cameo then.
Well, we pretty much
Enlighten me,
said-
please.
Well, you send videos back and forth, so it's not a live thing.
Okay, so you could essentially be like, I have a problem with this. What's your advice? And then you'd get a video back with their advice. That's great. I like that. Why not? Imagine having that back in the day with
Imagine
James
Dragons,
Mead
3 days.
and James Dean. Imagine being able to ask James Dean what his favorite hamburger in LA is.
James Dean is the porn man, right?
Are there impersonators on there? I would just ask them. It's probably cheaper.
What do you think Michael Jackson would do in this situation?
He's like, I don't do Michael Jackson. I do Christopher Walken. It says that very clearly in my bio.
Okay, so Chelsea is visiting from the East Coast.
Represent.
Would you move back to the city? Would you move back to New York City?
No,
Yeah. So you're just done with cities? Are you just done with the
No.
major ones?
I'm done with the ones that I lived at already and didn't
Okay.
love.
Okay. You don't love LA?
No,
You don't love New York?
no.
Where do you want to go next, do you think? What's on your dream list?
I like Connecticut.
Yeah.
It's the best city in the world.
Is it really the best city in the world?
It's the best
Connecticut
goddamn
is the
city in
best
world.
city in
Let's
the
see
world.
what Google says.
There are really good tiny cities in Connecticut. Like you live where I was born in Stamford.
I live right where in the spot you were born in.
In
Tell
the hospital, yeah.
That actually burned down. Thank you for bringing it up.
Did it actually burn down?
Sure did.
Wow.
They built another hospital on top of it.
Yeah,
though.
that's
so
where I live.
approximately.
The hospital I was born in was demolished, and then nothing is there. I think there's maybe apartments there now.
There's an old Blockbuster sign where you were born.
Connecticut. You're cool in Connecticut. right
I'm
now.
real cool
You're
in
cooling in
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay.
That's the thing. If I move somewhere else, I'm less cool.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a context thing.
It's okay. It's something you
Chelsea's
have
a
to,
Connecticut 9.
but you'll grow and you'll learn,
Thanks,
and things will get better for you. A Connecticut 9.
Out of 14.
They do them in 14.
Is there a city that if you had, let's say you were like, you had indisposable income, anytime you threw it in the trash, it came right back.
Yeah, cool.
jumped back out.
Boomerang money.
Imagine if you had flame retardant money.
Careful.
I'm careful. We can go to Wikipedia right now. I'll explain to you what retardant means.
What were you saying?
Mike will demonstrate.
For example, this is non.
if you had all the money in the world,
Yeah.
what would be a city you'd be like, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's try this city.
Middle Earth.
Okay.
The city of Middle
Earth proper or
Middle Earth East.
Improper.
Okay. Cool.
Lower Middle Earth.
Hobbiton.
Okay. So like New Zealand?
No, I said Hobbiton.
Yeah, that's not real.
You said if I had all the indisposable flame retardant money in the world.
You did say.
Well,
all
I
those
didn't say
things.
imaginary times. Where
Yeah,
would
but
you
you
go?
didn't not say it.
Where would you go if you couldn't go to an imaginary land? What's like your idea of like a next location for you? Are you just feeling like
I think I'm okay where I am. Is
Wow.
that fine with you,
Yeah,
or
sure.
you need me to move?
no?
Am I in
that's
your
fine.
way?
I
In
mean, I want
Connecticut?
you closer as in a selfish way.
Do you have some
Mike and I
properties
want
should
you
be looking at?
closer, and I'm just curious.
Yeah,
You know,
I
I'm
like
here.
that you're in Stanford.
Thank you.
I like that.
Okay. I mean, it's not like I.
Hey,
Hey, listen.
quit backpedaling.
Listen, if you're happy, fucking live wherever the fuck you want.
Thank you.
But I'm just being, I'm just trying to make a fucking podcast here.
2 important lessons so far. Cameo is not so bad if you just try it out, and it's totally cool that
No,
Chelsea
don't do that. Don't tell people things. Don't tell people to try things that aren't sponsors.
I want to share my Cameo link, and
I would never
benefits
tell
to
anyone
me.
to try something like thevalleyfolk.com or go patreon.com/thevalleyfolk if they
Amen.
weren't a sponsor.
Finally.
So yeah, man, I got a cold, and Alana and I are both off our feet and not feeling great.
Who gave it to who?
I think we it's actually crazy. We got it at the same time.
Oh my god.
so
We got it
adorable.
From who?
It must have been something when we went to the women's
Did you kiss
march.
one person at the same time?
Oh, did you triple kiss like the Real World Road Rules? Real World season
What were
12
the road rules?
You had to stay in the van.
In the lane?
Both hands on the wheel.
What if there was a reality
2.
show where you had to stay in a van for the whole show?
3-point turn challenge
Oh man, what a nightmare!
brought to you by the Spin Doctors.
and 10 Tower Records.
Tommy K's sponsors.
Did you ever? Was the warehouse a thing just in L.A.?
You're thinking of the Roundhouse.
No.
Ooh.
Thank you,
Where,
Chelsea.
did you ever go to a place called the Warehouse?
No.
Okay, it must have just been
Is that a club?
an LA thing. No, it was like a smaller Tower Records, and
Was it just a
not as cool.
warehouse?
It was called the Warehouse, and it
Yeah.
was like it just had CDs and DVDs and records and stuff.
It was like the pit
Did they have
from
to like
PCU.
roll up a gate to let you in?
I wish they didn't theme at all to their name, which is a stupid thing. I think it was a garbage opportunity that a good
well,
opportunity.
that's why it's not around anymore.
They changed their name to Cameo, and now it's different.
What do you guys think will be places that will no longer be around anymore in our lifetime? Like, do you think that they're 'cause
Every place.
every time I
Everything
see
is going to be destroyed very
well,
soon.
sure, of course, eventually. But I'm thinking about like I was driving around the other day and I was like, Little fucking Caesars. I saw Little Caesars Pizza.
Little Caesars already went away once.
Yeah, kind
And
of
it's
did.
back.
My dad hates the Little Caesars guy. Little
The
Caesar.
little-
Oh, Greek people? Can we get your dad on the phone?
Only little ones.
Let's call your dad
Little
and ask
Greek
him what he thinks about Greek people.
Small Greek folks.
Is he Greek or is he Roman? He's Greek?
What's the fucking difference?
Caesar.
Yes?
Caesar, I hardly even know her.
Caesar! Yeah, I think it's going to go away. I think Little Caesars is going to go bye-bye. I don't think we're going to see it in the next, 10 years.
I think definitely Apple by next 5 years.
That would be fun.
The fruit.
You know, it is interesting, though.
Macintosh, the
Apple is
Honeycrisp. Done.
we are really kind of seeing a decline in Apple currently. We're living through an Apple decline. You know that? Did you realize that?
Well,
You
they
mean like
fucking let 'em.
philosophically? Ethically?
Well, ethically is one way to put it, sure. But I do think that Apple iPhones are not good anymore, really. They're not as cool as they used to be.
They were only cool when other things weren't like them.
Yeah. I've always, my thing with Apple is I like the things that, with the iPhone, I like the apps they have available. With this iPhone here,
Open up
Do you-
an app.
Wait a second. I think I know why you don't think Apple's cool. That's no iPhone.
I think I know why you hate Cameo.
I can't even get on the internet on this Apple. Anyway, we could keep talking about Apple, but that's boring as fuck. Mike, talk for a second, for God's sake.
I'm not really in the mood, to be honest.
Do you want me to tell you a ghost story?
I would
Yeah,
love-
yeah. Chelsea has a ghost story.
You
Tell
had
me.
an experience, you said.
Everybody turn your lights out. So I'm staying with a family friend, and she has this gorgeous apartment.
Should I play spooky music while you do this?
Oh, that'll make it sound less spooky.
Okay.
Can you play happy music?
Yeah.
Because then what I say will
You
sound.
can use me as an example for a candy addiction. You can use me as an example for a candy addiction.
No.
You can
waiting for your
use
story
me
about a ghost.
I'm just waiting to jump in. I don't like interrupting.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. I won't play any music.
So my family friend collects antiques, and her house is like a museum, and it's like staying in a queen's house.
Like,
Now,
what's his
what
name?
is it?
What is an antique?
No,
well,
what is a
I'm glad you
museum?
asked. Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
well, they have them in the city of New York.
Okay, like people.
Yes, they have. Yeah, museums are basically people.
They're the people of places.
The people places. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
When I got to her place, I felt really like unwelcome, which is the opposite of what was, because she was very welcoming and loves me. I know she does. And so I was weirded out because I felt weird,
Yeah. That's
And-
one contributes to the other.
Yeah, yeah.
You had a weird feeling, and you're not used to having that kind of feeling in a place that's welcoming.
Sure.
Got it.
So I knew something was off.
Okay. The end.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my time.
You guys have been great.
So I was, when I went to sleep, there's like a room. It's like beautiful bathroom. And then there's a little like mini room. And then there's the bedroom. And when I went to sleep, I was like, I got to close that door to the mini room for some reason, because it was like making me feel weird. And so I closed it. But when I went to close it, I was like, I have to keep it open a little. Oh, the movie's starting.
Chelsea.
I'm so sorry. So I kept it open a little bit. And in the morning, I swear, it was open a bit more. And these are like heavy doors that
Let me
don't
get a
just
werewolf
swing.
sound in here.
These doors aren't affected by wind.
No, there's no wind. There's no wind in LA. You know that. Not like in Connecticut.
Right. The Windy City.
Connecticut is the windiest city.
Sorry, I thought that was going to be a werewolf.
What could you possibly done to confuse those two?
So
Doors open a bit more.
a bit more. And I looked at it and I was like, that's about the size of a cat.
Yeah, that's cat torso size.
I typically, when I'm measuring something, because I'm from Connecticut, I think of the size of a cat and I compare it to the thing.
Like, how many cats are you away from the corner store?
Exactly. Right now, I'm about 24 cats.
How many cats tall are you right now?
Depends on the kind. Bengal, I'm about 2.5. Thank you.
Is it the horny wolf from Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
So
It's not
torso
Looney
size
Tunes.
hole, or what was it? The horny wolf.
Screwball Classics, Tex Avery.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Monica's telling me the next day about this, and this is where it takes a turn for the goofy.
Supernatural.
She's super goofy natural.
Okay,
Supernatural goofy. So that's just naked organic goofy.
Excuse me, is this vegan bread supernatural?
So she's telling me about this cat she had and how she like hated everyone. And she was like a super mean cat. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And she's like, and this cat like used to only like stay in her room. And she was like her cat. And she's like, and she's right here. And she's... Sorry, that was my stomach.
I just had a hunger cat.
How about this scary sound of a cat?
That's when you turn it into food.
That's when you sweep it away. And it's...
When it's all bones.
So cat ashes. So she was like, the ashes are right here in the weird mini room that I had to close the door to. My theory is that when I got there, I felt unwanted because the cat was like... Excuse me. The cat... I think it was a ghost of a cat.
Yeah, you may have gotten home.
Capital F,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
I think it was the ghost of a cat.
I
Oi.
think it was a cat.
What in it?
But I think it's cool.
To be haunted by a cat.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take whatever I can get at this
I'd
point.
rather hang out with a ghost cat.
Cat Stevens?
Oh. Oh,
Lou goes to
why
Cat
would you?
Stevens.
Why would you don't like cats?
I don't like cats.
Yeah, same, man.
I didn't.
They scratch you and shit.
They do shit, but they're cool.
Here's the thing about cats for me. May I?
Meow.
If I may, meow.
If I meow.
If I meow. I just have not met very many cats that are like
well, that's
friendly.
your problem.
I mean, I've met so many cats. I mean, I'm fucking 36. How many cats do you think I've met? Like 7 at least.
Cats you met.
Yeah.
At my age, I've met so many cats.
Yeah. You just got to meet the right one, though. And
Listen,
you will.
once you get to my age, you'll see how many cats you've met.
I'm almost there.
And
Closer and closer every minute
She's
of my
yeah,
life.
no, I don't have.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
have
be
good,
older than you before you know it.
I just have an insurmountable
Show off.
good time with dogs over cats any day.
Well, I don't know. How do you feel about birds?
I think they shouldn't be pets.
They should be cat meals.
I've got
Hard
a lot
cat
of pets
meals.
to sell. Did you know that a lot of different kinds of birds can talk?
Yes, crows.
And it's creepy.
Crows can talk. It's
Yeah,
terrifying.
they sound gravelly.
I'll pull up some
Wait,
clips.
look up starlings because they sound like the android gentleman from the Alien movie.
I love that Bowie song. It's Starling. Excuse me.
They sound like bubbles in your throat.
Ugh.
What are you doing?
Torturing a cat.
What am I looking at? Starling.
I don't know.
Starling talking. Starling talking. Is that what I should look for?
You try it out.
Starling Silver.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking backwards?
Yeah. No one said, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing?
Isn't that a nightmare?
It's a nightmare because you know it doesn't care.
It doesn't know.
Yeah, it doesn't
give a
It's not
shit.
saying anything.
That's asking you a question and not giving a shit about the answer.
Well, that's kind of
Yeah.
like anyone being like, "Hey, how are you?"
Yeah, that bird is the most LA person I've ever met in my
Yeah.
entire life.
What are you doing? That bird is looking at its phone as it's asking.
A little phone.
A little tiny phone. What's that one? What
just
you
sounds like
doing?
someone's mom is talking to me through the drive-through speaker.
Yeah. Come here. No.
Honestly, if I had a bird that just said "What you doing" all fucking day, I'd be like, "This
Let
has
it go.
gotta go."
10 minutes.
Yeah.
gotta
Just
go.
open a window.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? I'm setting you free.
That's like having kids.
That's what I'm doing. I'm never feeding you again.
Changing your life.
What else can talk? No, we don't have to do this. But look up crows.
Yeah. Crows talking are good.
Look up
It's
the
real
black
creepy.
crows
Look up.
talking.
Listen to this. You ever heard a talking crow? Here it is. It's terrible.
We talk to angels.
Sounds like white noise.
I want to go to sleep. Wait.
Joe the Crow, as we've called him,
You know
came
nothing, Jon Snow.
in to us from an old lady that hand-reared him as a chick. He can speak.
Crow
He
sounds
says
like a lady.
hello. He mimics the dogs.
As a chick?
This is
He's
the crow
he's a
talking.
character. He's
I
been
know.
here as long as I've been here, and that'll be over 9 years.
So is the crow going to have an accent?
If it was that well versed.
Holy shit, that's so fucking like the parakeet is like, "What you doing?" And the crow was like, "Once when I was a younger chick."
Very tame. You can stroke him. He likes it when people.
Yeah, this woman's talking more than the bird. Let's
I
want to
say something that's going to be offensive to some people.
Here we go. Here's a different
Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter.
What you doing?
So ravens are excellent at mimicking sounds they hear.
Just find
Mischief,
one
can
from
you
someone's
say
house.
hello?
Hello.
Good bird. He does all sorts of voices. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Good job.
It's just some guy.
And sometimes he hears people who have a cold. Good job, Mischief.
What did it do? Handed her a tissue?
But sometimes they have a mind of their
Can
own.
you say hello? No. Hello. He's all excited. About hi.
Hi.
Good
Hi.
boy.
It's creepy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
If I ever get a bird,
Hello.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
This isn't where
It's terrifying.
It's
I
like a
love
shitty
it.
little kid. It's like
Hi.
who's the little kid
No, it's
in,
like a
in League of
guy.
Their Own?
Oh, Madonna.
Hey, Crow. Can you say hello?
Hi. Let's get fucked up. Stay fucked up.
What are you doing?
Is its name?
Can you say
Crow?
how you doing?
That's pretty good.
So no?
How long did it take him to teach him that one?
Wait a minute. So no?
No.
Hi.
Mischief the Talking Raven. Here we go.
Ooh.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Dude, that's just some guy in the corner of the library. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Why is she in a cathedral?
Is she doing karate in a cathedral? Hello.
What is this, a montage?
That's too much
That's
for my
the bird
ears.
saying
You
hi.
gotta stop. What about
Wait.
grackles? Do they speak?
Grackles?
You heard me.
Oh, you're thinking of grackles.
You know those candy bars?
Dude, there's a crow on Cameo. You pay him $1,300. He usually gets back to you in a day or two. Hey, Crow, I just broke up with my girlfriend. Could you tell me how to get over a breakup? Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. It's a big
Hi.
world out there. Go out to a bookstore and say hi. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I like watching them talk because they.
Hot. Hi, Crow. I just lost my grandmother, and man, it's been tough because I actually live in her house. I was taking care of her for a long time, and I was just wondering if there's anything you could do to maybe, some kind words that maybe are lost on me that could help my family out in this trying time. Hi.
But do you watch them because they like swallow when they talk? They do like a weird like.
Oh, it's like going backwards. Yeah.
Like they like.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, Crow.
It's like they don't want to do what they're doing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They don't. They're begrudgingly talking.
Oh,
What
no.
are you doing? I'm a what? What were you going to say?
Oh no.
You're a chicken.
I'm a turkey talker.
Turkey talker.
I'm a turkey talker. Help me.
Kill me. Kill me.
It learns how to speak and it understands it.
Need to fly. Need to fly. Born to fly. Hello. Wish I was free.
You're so funny. You're not a chicken, you're a turkey talker?
You're a turkey talker.
You're so
I'm
funny.
bummed.
It
This
sounds
is
like-
making me very sad
nightmare
because
stuff.
She was like, "Ooh, I should teach a turkey talker."
I'm a turkey talker. Look what I got
Like
my bird to say.
It took days. It took days, maybe
Yeah,
months, for
maybe
her
months.
to teach turkey talker.
I'm a look. My bird can say I'm a turkey talker.
Dude, the only thing I would teach
Why
my
the fuck
bird
you tell it?
to say is we need an ambulance. And I would train it to pick up the phone and dial 911.
Out of paper towels.
Like, no. Ambulance.
Hello.
I'm having a heart attack. Now's the time, Polly.
How are you?
No. Call that.
How are you?
No, I'm doing bad. Call
All right,
the
let's do some sponsors here real quick, or a sponsor, please.
Turkey.
Guys, I want to shout out Robinhood for being a sponsor on Dynamic Banter. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission free. They strive to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy. Non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence Simple and intuitive, clear design with data presented in an easy-to-digest way. Mike.
Yes, sir.
Talk about your experience with Robinhood, will you?
Basically, I think I have 2 stocks right now. I have Panasonic.
Cool.
And WWE.
Ooh.
And I'm just waiting to see what happens. I like that it's very interesting. You don't have to go through anybody else. I like that.
It's fun, too, right? It's a little bit fun.
It looks real good, man. It's easy to understand. That's the part that I like about it. I did get too confused and then I talked myself out of it, but I like it.
You know what I like about it, Mike, is there's no commission fees.
Turkey talk.
Other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, but Robinhood doesn't charge commission fees. You can trade stocks and keep all your profits. And it's easy to use and easy to understand. There's charts and market data. Place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. The Robinhood web platform also lets you view stock collections like 100 most popular, sectors like entertainment, social media, curated categories like female CEOs, and analyst ratings of buy, hold, sell for every stock. And guys, you learn by doing it. Learn how to invest as you build your portfolio, discover new stocks, and track favorite companies with personalized newsfeed. And you get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right movement to invest. It's kind of just like the gateway into investing and playing that stock game, which is fun and works for a lot of people and leads to a lot of fun times for a lot of people. So guys, Robinhood is giving listeners a free stock. That's right.
Fun time not guaranteed.
Robinhood is giving you guys listening free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at banter.robinhood.com. That's banter.robinhood.com. It's a good way to get your things out of it and everything you never ever want to need on an app.
I thought you said you were a duck. Are you sure you're not a duck? Are you a little duck? Oh, you want to kiss me instead, huh?
No.
Do you have kisses?
Turn it off.
I love you, my little duck.
I'm a little duck. I don't like it.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm a chicken. Do you know what a chicken says?
What? You forced me to change my species. I'm not a duck. Please stop making me say I'm a duck.
What does a chicken say?
You're so cute.
You're so smart. I think you're pretty smart. You know what a chicken says. You know what a duck says. And you even know what a turkey says. What's a turkey say? What does a turkey say? You know? You remember? You turkey. What's your turkey say? Hi. Hi. Hi, love bug.
What you doing, little duck?
All right. I'm sorry. I'm so low energy this time, guys. I'm not feeling good. Relax. Take a seat. All right, let's do some history roads. You want to do that?
Yeah.
This will be fun. All the kids fucking love it.
Shout out to Edible Arrangements.
Shout out to...
Not a sponsor.
Why shout out to Edible Arrangements?
I just think that's a good business plan.
To just give shout outs and then hope they like want to be involved?
No, I don't think anyone from E-Arrange is It's also my favorite dating app, E-Arrange.
History. history.
Spilled juice on my shawl.
Has detergent ever touched that
No.
shawl?
This is a brand new shawl.
Brand new, like what month?
When I got back from New York.
Which was how many months ago?
How many wears old is that?
I think it was just a month ago.
That's not that's not new. A month ago isn't new.
Well, it's not like I wear it every day.
How often do you wash your sheets?
How often do you lick food off of it?
The sheets get washed probably every like 3 weeks.
Yeah, you gotta pop that sucker in the wash.
Yeah, duh. You just trying to teach me how to fucking wash clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just tried to lick yours clean, so.
Because I like the juice. It tastes good.
Got a whole cup. You got a whole cup over there.
What?
Yeah,
got a
why
whole
go
cup.
for the
Why go for the
sippy-
dribbles?
You got
You could have a
fresh.
whole gulp.
Because I was trying to get it before it like maybe potentially stained my shawl.
Napkins.
No one would notice a green stain on that shawl.
That shawl is a green stain.
Your mom's a green stain.
Got him.
Yeah.
Was that a bird?
Hello. All right, let's read this email from Kayla Hess. She says,
Read it as a bird.
Steve, if you don't open this email, I swear to God, I'll sue.
Oh, uh-oh. Thank God. Thank God, Steve.
Kayla Hess says, hi,
Close
boys. Sorry for the aggressive subject line, but I spent way too much time on this for you to ignore it. Several episodes ago, you took a dynamic banter quiz that a listener had sent you, which I loved. However, I felt like the questions were way too easy, so I decided to really test your knowledge by making a more difficult dynamic banter quiz.
Familiar but nuanced. Where in the creative curve does this quiz fall?
Dude, it's like I don't remember so much
Of
about
what?
what we've recorded here on
People
this
put
podcast.
videos up, and I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, exactly. When did
Like
we say
really,
that?
really, really funny animations that I have no recollection. Dude, Zoe almost called the doctor on me this morning because I couldn't remember where I parked my car or where my keys were, and they were both in my apartment.
Yeah, the car was in your apartment.
Little joke.
That's good. Okay, the dynamic banter quiz. What can you not eat during a podcast? Is it popcorn, pretzels, pizza, or bistro-style olives?
Pretzels.
Correct.
Yeah, because I heard that one. That was one of the ones I listened to.
Wow, nice work.
These would all be good T-shirts. Somebody
Correct.
make notes of
Your
these.
answer's
What, a
pretzels.
shirt that says pretzels?
Yeah, no pretzels.
Explanation.
No, pretzels with the Ghostbusters symbol on it.
The title of episode 13 was You Can't Eat Pretzels During a Podcast.
Yeah.
What is Seth MacFarlane's real name?
Is this multiple choice?
Sex McFarmland, Snacks MacFarmland, Sex MacFartland, or Snacks McFartland?
A.
B.
Sex McFarmland?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Was that A?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my memory is bad.
Episode 16 was titled Sex McFarmland Presents Escape Room Wedding.
See, now you're just
They're using
you're
titles.
going off titles.
Mm-hmm.
You think we didn't write the titles, baby girl?
Yeah, this is all the titles so far. Excuse me, my laundry's done.
No,
In
it's
episode
not.
17, guess which one of us has a migraine? Which person has a migraine?
Mike.
Correct. Mike had a migraine and Steve didn't help. How many episodes? Oh, this is good. How many episodes of Dynamic Banter has Elliot Morgan made a guest appearance on? I'm going to say like 6.
5.
Yeah.
Those both seem high to me.
Really?
3.
Because the options are 5, 6, 7, or 8.
5.
Oh. 5?
5?
I'm going to say 5.
I think it's 6, but I'm going with 5.
Okay.
Incorrect. The answer is 8.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's the closest.
Elliot was a guest star in episodes 11, 30, 46, 69, 75, 82, 105, and 112.
R.I.P. to when Elliot used to answer text messages.
Uh-oh.
Which episode was published with the simple description, Mike hates it? I love that.
I could tell you who did the description.
I love the descriptions when they're like that.
The death whistle.
Is it? Oh, it is the death whistle?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Correct.
Yeah, you don't wear a Dynamic Banter hoodie every day of your life and not know a little trivia.
Mike says, or the explanation says, honestly, I'm not sure he was a fan of any of these. Who was the mystery guest on episode 18, The Mayor of Earth?
It was me.
Whoa.
Serendipitous.
Chelsea Dunaway.
Yeah. Who are the other choices?
She's
just
also
in case.
Yeah, wait.
She's also the
Was it Elliot?
Sex
Listen
McFarmland.
to this. She's also the only guest that's ever been kept a mystery for some reason.
It's no wonder.
Yeah.
If you listen to any of the episodes I've been on.
Go ahead and take off your hood.
I think it's literally because
I usually wear
we
a mask.
put the name of the person who has like a little bit of a social media following.
Yes, I have no clout.
Hoping
I don't
that
even know
people
my
come for
handles.
it. Chelsea, check out Chelsea on Cameo when you're done listening to the podcast.
At chelseacameo.com.
I'll impersonate anyone for free. Venmo me nothing.
Question 7. During the Big commentarium, Penny Marshall revealed that the set of Big was later recycled and used as the set for what TV show?
Frasier?
Golden Girls, Gossip Girl, Gilmore Girls, or New Girl? I think it's Gossip Girl.
What was she watching a lot when she did that?
I don't know, but I hear Lee saying Gossip Girl.
Okay.
Incorrect. It's Gilmore Girls. Fuck my dirty little butt. In episode 14, the most polarizing episode ever, Mike has the realization that Owen dresses as if he were cast in what movie?
Sandlot.
Also, is Owen single? Asking for a friend.
Please fuck Owen.
Every good show jumps the shark. In which episode did Dynamic Banter officially jump the shark?
Dude, I like that they write it in bar trivia.
speak. Is it episode 38, 27, 53, or 86?
Those are both.
53.
Those are all way early to jump the shark.
It's the first one.
The first one, episode 1.
Episode 1? Oh, you think it's 38?
Yeah.
Mike?
It's the lowest
Okay.
one.
I'll go. It's
Funny.
either the Jugman one or the cabinet situation.
Let's do Jug Band.
Okay.
Correct.
That's so funny.
My
I'm
favorite-
so funny.
That's so fucking funny. My favorite Jug Band is Steve Zaragoza and his 72 singing bowls. They opened for the Grateful Dead once. Very good.
That's a good continuous bit.
Finish Mike's impression of a guy sitting in the grass at Bonnaroo playing an acoustic guitar. Come sit around the fire and think about your blank to my song. Is it privilege, drug dependency, mistakes, or tent location?
They're all winners.
Yeah, they're all pretty great.
Is it mistakes or is it privilege?
Or is it drug dependency?
Or is it the one about
Come sit around the
tents?
fire and think about your drug dependency to my song.
What's the one that's most like how I talk?
Mistakes. Mistakes.
Mistakes.
Incorrect. It's privilege.
This one?
Steve actually did a spit take after Mike said this. It's very funny.
That's so good.
Epis-
World-class comedian.
In episode 52, Doug on the drums, what did Mike suggest viewers do to celebrate Steve's birthday? Was it send him random pictures from Google Images, show up at his house, not go to his upcoming live show, or unfollow him on Twitter?
I think unfollow him.
Yeah,
on
I think so
Twitter.
too. Correct. Steve didn't like Mike's suggestion and asked people to send him weird images from Google instead.
Wait. Which one? Oh, I did the image thing.
Yeah.
When did I ask people to unfollow you? Because I also did that.
It was on the podcast.
But not that episode.
I think it was the same episode. Yeah, because I was like, I don't like this one, Mike. Let's do something different.
Yeah.
According to episode 50, that time Steve almost died, where can you not buy yogurt? Is it Phoenix, New Mexico, St. Louis, Nevada, Las Vegas, California, or Albuquerque, Arizona?
Oh, shit. This is so confusing.
Yeah.
The first one.
Phoenix, New Mexico. Correct. They have no use for yogurt in Phoenix, New Mexico. Question 16. Was there ever an after show for Dynamic Banter? Yes, no, or if there was, it would have been kind of like Talking Dead. I think it's that one.
Yeah.
Explanation, rest in peace. Finish Steve's sentence. One time I put a blank in my ear and nothing came out. Is it fork, hose, skittle, or trumpet?
Oh my God.
It's trumpet.
It might be trumpet.
Yep, that's it.
The trumpet.
According to Steve's news segment in episode 40, what did Mike Falzone find in his hair? A cookie, Zoya, a needle, or ice? I'm gonna say
A cookie.
Correct.
A needle.
Steve accidentally started playing some breaking news music, so obviously he had to come up with a story. I still want to know what kind of cookie it was, though. In episode 40, the one where we lose our sponsors, what did Steve do that caused them to fear losing their sponsors? Was it Steve played music way too loud, causing the ad read to not be heard? He made vomit noises during a Blue Apron ad read. He said Dollar Shave Club even though it was an ad for Harry's razors. Instead of reading the actual ad copy, he just read the entire email he was sent. Fuck, I think it's that.
That's the one.
Oh, no, it's not. It was I played music way too loud, causing the ad read to not be heard.
I like that it very easily could have been any of those.
Yep.
Though.
Yeah. Which of the following isn't the title of a Backyard Chickens forum post featured on Dynamic Banter? New chick, not sure how to raise. Help, chick all alone. Why does my chick chirp so much? And all of these are real.
I wasn't paying attention. If we're gonna
I think all of them
All
are
of
real.
these are
Yep.
real.
So many chickens in the dead bit graveyard.
I
Okay.
like help my chickens all alone.
Okay. So out of 20, how many do you think we got correct?
Is this the last question?
No, that's it. That
Were
was
you
it.
keeping track?
It kept track.
Oh, we kept
17?
track.
Yeah.
How many were
Out
there?
of 20.
16.
Chelsea's closest. We got 15 out of 20.
Hell yeah, not
Thank
bad.
you.
Not too bad.
That's an A plus. B
B at best.
equals C squared.
Here's an email from Heloise Boulet. Boys, do you get mail now? Hi, tiny bearded boybies. Just made a Leel something for your set. If I mail it, will either of you get it at the Valley Folks office, or should I just send it to Owen? Thanks. Your 6-horn honk baby girl, Heloise.
Is this a question about
Yeah, send it to the Valley Folk.
A-L-E or M-A-I-L?
My grandpa had ALE.
M-A-I.
No good.
That's very funny.
Sorry, Chelsea.
That's very funny.
Does that mean you had a drinking problem? Because ale. He had an ailment.
Ailment. That was the first before they knew what alcoholism was.
Ailment.
Okay, how about this
He's
short
got an
history road?
ailment.
Here's a short history road. Apparently, we helped him find love.
Aw. Aw.
He did
Robin-
the test.
Robin Brandt says, "Hello, you beautiful born boys. I recently listened to one of my new favorite episodes with you guys, the Wickwillian Family Candles episode. And when I came to the point where you talk about showing dynamic banter to someone you're interested in, maybe you can play that part now for a better reference." Oh, no, I will not.
No. Well, ask the producer.
Well, I had just started talking to a girl, so I decided to try it. And to make a short story even shorter, she laughed like crazy. We bonded hard over the same kind of humor, and now we've been dating for a good while, and it's been going great. So you guys helped me find love with your weird and wonderful podcast, and I truly thank you guys for that. She's the most amazing person I've ever known, and I'm so fucking happy with her.
I bet they have the most annoying sex.
Aw. Well, let's hear what she has to say.
Go.
Wow. Okay.
Do we have a clip?
Is there a wedding invitation?
So there's an ask here, and it's apparently she's listening to this right now. So I'm just gonna say what it says here. Robin would like to know if you, I don't know her name. Does it not say her name here? It doesn't say her name here.
Strike one.
It doesn't say her name. That's uncool.
Does he know it?
Lady person.
Assuming
Robin
gender.
wants to know if you would be his girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
He says, I don't want to be with anyone else but her, so I'm tired of dating. I want to make this real. And having you guys do it here would make this episode so special for us in the future. Ask however you want. Keep being awesome. Love you guys. How sweet.
That's
and then he sent a picture
adorable.
here of them kissing.
Let's see.
They kiss, but they're not going out?
Oh,
Is that
they're
allowed?
just shadows.
Yeah.
Shadow
That's sweet.
ghosts.
Well, I hope you'll be that boy's girlfriend.
If you want.
Yeah, but if you don't want,
Yeah,
If
don't
you
be
don't want, you
pressured.
better let him go. He's in love with you.
Yeah.
Quit leading him on.
Yeah, don't lead on a man.
let
Or
him
a
find
woman.
someone who doesn't like this podcast.
Yeah. I know a lot.
Chelsea can introduce you to somebody.
I'll tell you about a lot of people. I'm one of them.
Okay, here we go. Julia Keeler Pack
Oh, I love Keeler cookies.
says History Road. The Keeler Elves.
Yeah. Big cookie fan.
She says History Road Trip. Dear Mike and Steve. A year ago when my boyfriend and I were about 3.5 months into our relationship, I got him tickets to see his favorite band for Valentine's weekend in Nashville. Aren't we going to Nashville?
Are we going to
Aren't we going to Nashville?
Yes, baby. Go back to sleep.
The fever dream.
Papa, we going to Nashville.
His ancient Toyota Corolla, not a sponsor, with enough miles on it to get you to the moon and partway back, was not reliable enough to venture on such an extended journey, so he rented a car to get us from college to Nashville. You just reminded me that when we were at Whole Foods earlier, Chelsea and I, we were like in line to pay, and the woman in front of us was taking too long, so the guy in the other lane was like, hey, I'm open on this side over here. And then me and Chelsea looked at each other, and I was like, weird flex.
Yeah.
Good internet speak.
Yeah. But that was one of those things. I'm not sure if you know about this, but sometimes things are funnier when they happen than when you tell them again.
Yeah, that's one.
Have you ever had a podcast before?
No.
Yeah, sometimes you got to really try.
That rule
But that's funny
doesn't
you're
make
saying
that one.
Right.
Right.
He gets it.
He was only allowed...
Next week, same place, you're not here.
Next time.
Dynamic Chelsea.
He was
It's just me.
He was the only one allowed to drive the rental car, and so naturally, I was in charge of music. Or in my case, playing some good DBs. Because we had 5 hours to kill and he couldn't escape, I introduced him to you BB boys, and I was very nervous he wouldn't like your wonderful, weird fucking podcast. I began with a true classic, Open Eyes, Close Eyes, and he seemed to like it, but I wasn't sure if he was just being nice. However, the next morning in our Airbnb, humble brag, I was awoken by my boyfriend with his face less than an inch from mine, the goofiest face, and him saying, open eyes. We've been together for over a year, and I absolutely love getting to enjoy your podcast with the love of my life. Dynamic Banter has gotten me through some of the toughest days, dealing with depression and having listened to you wonderful born boys for literally hundreds of hours. Every Friday, I look forward to the new episode because it's like getting together with good friends. Ah! My mom and I once
Dude just passed out for a second.
It's so sweet, and my voice can't express it because I'm sick. My mom and I once went 20 miles past our exit on the interstate because we were laughing so hard at your bits.
That's great.
Well, they got to keep their eyes on the road.
Mike and Steve,
Laugh with your eyes open.
we appreciate open eyes when laugh. Mike and Steve, we appreciate everything you do, and we wish you the best.
Thank
Loving
you so much.
honk honk.
That's so wonderful.
Oh, I forgot to mention, for my birthday last year, he did a bunch of research and found me the exact Mortimer pig, and we keep him on the shelf in our room, and he's loved very dearly. That's all. Goodbye for now.
That's
Wow.
real cute.
Thank you,
That's
Julia.
Real cute shit. The
Everyone's
couple before it
in
could be like this guy.
love.
Almost.
Yeah, what an
Almost.
interesting thing that we got two love
Isn't that nice?
themed.
Well, it's almost February.
What is that?
Oh, yeah. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's month. Where you're in love
Okay.
every day.
Every day or else.
Should we do one more, or do you think we're good?
Oh, let's do one more.
Okay,
That's very
one more.
nice. I know of people that appreciate when they do a lot of work and then it gets on his show for it.
Rex Domingo.
Rex Domingo sang that song with Mickey Avalon about his dick.
History robes to my fave born boys. Hank. Hi, Bike and
Williams.
Sleeve. Last week, my friend Kylie, name drop, got her wisdom teeth removed, and she sent me
Weird
a text
flex.
a few hours after the surgery, only saying, wait. Last week, my friend Kylie got her wisdom teeth removed, and she sent me a text a few hours after the surgery saying, "They're gone. He stole my bones." And the only thing I could hit her back with was, "He stole my teeth" is my favorite tale from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh, I like that. That's fun. Also, He Stole My Bones was a Dane Cook joke, I think.
Is it really?
right? Doesn't he say something
This is
about
about boners.
a ghost with no bones? Who took my bones?
I remember talking about Where's My Bones
Yeah.
as like a movie I had an idea for.
Oh,
and it was gonna be
yeah.
a series called Where's My Bones.
Okay.
So who knows? Maybe it's
Children's
he's gonna-
book.
A children's
Find
book.
the
Where's My
clavicle.
Bones? I laughed for a solid 5 hours straight, but my solid bit got no response at all from my friend. I think it's safe to say that my career in comedy is officially tanked, but honestly, I'm gonna keep trying. I appreciate the work you horn boys do. You've definitely helped me through some of the hard times, and I appreciate you goobers lots. And then he plugs his Instagram, which I will not say. Thank you, Rex Domingo.
Thank you, Rex.
Cool. Oh, we got a bungle. You want to hear some bungles?
What's
yeah,
that?
I love hearing about shit I've fucked up.
What does that mean?
It's when we fuck something up and people call us out on it.
Ah, cool.
I forgot how to find the bungle music.
That's probably not the worst thing in the world.
No. We can't.
I probably don't hate that.
Fuck, I'm not gonna find it.
How about those teenagers in Washington, D.C.?
No.
What do you?
No.
You got something to say about it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Chelsea doesn't want me to say it.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that of all people, I know what an asshole looks like. Those kids were being assholes. I'm not saying they didn't have any right to be there where they were at, but you do have the choice to not be an asshole. And that's an adult decision to make. And those kids are not adults. And they didn't make an adult decision.
Mm-hmm.
And the adult didn't make an adult decision either. So I think that everyone's the worst.
Yeah.
And I think no one deserves parades for any reason except for veterans and the Veterans Day Parade.
Vote for Mike 2020.
And giant cartoon characters in the Macy's Day Parade. Other than that, all parade privileges have been revoked. Except for the gays, they could still do it.
You made a rule already, or?
Yeah, I made the first rule as president.
Oh, you won, or
I
you're
won.
just getting ready?
I'm getting ready to make even
Well,
more
that's
rules.
the mentality that will get you to where you need to be.
Dude, people don't get elected because they don't have any rules up their sleeve.
That's true. You're shooting them out like cards, like a magician does.
Yeah. That kid.
Or did you hear that? Yeah, like
Dub.
fireball. They do that, right?
All right, we bungled it. Riley Seymour Bird says,
That's the worst Toe Jam and Earl level.
"Hey guys, big fan. However, you recently stated in episode 135 of the podcast that the X-Men should fight Magneto in Hawaii because of all the metal is rusted. If that did happen, the greatest villain Wolverine and the rest of the heroes would be facing is tetanus. That is all. That's not a bungle. Thank you so much for listening to the episode today. Mike, do you have any plugs?
Yeah. If we got something wrong, absolutely make sure it's wrong and good enough to
Don't you
pointout.com.
Fucking dare. Give us a bungle when it ain't one.
I got a lot of shows coming up. A lot of them are in LA, and you could find out about those through MikeFalzone.com or my Instagram. Mike in the Morning comes out every Tuesday. Changed the format. Working real hard on that. Would appreciate it if you watched it. Me and Steve are going to Nashville in April. That's sold out. Me and Elliot Morgan are going to Boston, Massachusetts on the 17th of February. Don't know how many tickets are sold from that. And then on the 24th of February, me, Andrew Dowman, Elliot Morgan, and possibly Lee Newton are in Portland.
Cool.
Portland, Connecticut. And
Nobody
still
likes
tickets.
a braggart.
Still tickets available for Portland on MikeFalzone.com.
The Legend of Braggart.
I was going to
Vance.
let you have a parade, and now gone.
Well, I'm going to have a protest parade.
Can't. That's strictly against the rules.
Chelsea, would you like to plug anything at all? Like your Instagram or some shit?
I'm on the internet. I have a Gmail account.
Weird flex.
Whoa.
I have. Oh, you know what? I do drawings. I do little doodles.
There you go. I like your doodles.
And that's a lot of the boys like my doodles.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your drawings.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my drawings.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my drawings.
It's
I got
called
left out.
Gross and Cute, and it's on Instagram.
Do you want to shout at your tat artist?
Oh yeah. I got a tattoo. It's still dirty because I just got it.
I put a bunch of dirt on.
I got it with dirt. That's what I just call getting dirty.
Hell yeah.
Roll around in some dirt. I got a new tattoo.
Let me do a zoom in right here.
Her name is Amelia Rose. She was at Thunderbird Tattoo in the great city of Los Angeles, California. And she's fantastic. I like her a lot. We talked about serial killer documentaries and occult stuff and energy work and
sounds like
the East Coast because she's from Maine. She hails from Maine.
Dude, I have this thing where whenever I meet somebody on the West Coast and we get along,
they're
really
from the East
quickly,
Coast.
They're from the East Coast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I met an Italian person the other day and I almost flipped a shit.
Enough.
It was, dude. I feel different when I meet Italian people.
Okay, so we don't need to be racist on the show.
That's
so, guys,
okay.
thank you so much for listening.
Spread it around
to Dynamic Banter, and I really liked what you said about those kids, but now I don't know how to feel about it. Thank you guys so much for listening, and as always, please leave us a rating and a review on iTunes if you get a chance, and check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dynamic Banter, and also follow Dynamic Banter on Twitter and Instagram if you get a chance, because we put up some fun clips. Mike puts up clips, and they're great on Instagram.
Oh, Sarah kills it with the clips.
Sarah kills it with the clips, killing it with the clips.
Kills it?
Sarah Kaya comes in.
Sarah Kaya, Kayo.
Sarah Kaya comes in.
Iko Wane.
We have really fucking awesome t-shirts coming out, by the way.
Oh yeah,
we
baby.
have variations on the Dynamic Banter logo. Two of my...
Are you all right?
I hit my hand so hard.
Uh-oh.
We also have a special...
Take a minute.
Tease for our Nashville. Well, we'll have a special treat for our Nashville kids, probably.
A t-shirt that will only be available there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's this unique design as well that you can only get there. So if you didn't get
unique
tickets,
Nashville.
If you didn't get tickets, then you bungled it.
That's a good impression of a bird.
It's a bird.
Thank you so much.
Guys,
I feel like talking turkey.
I feel like absolute trash garbage. Thanks for listening. Goodbye, everybody.
Feel better,
Thanks
Steve.
for coming, Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea.
You're welcome.